this trim piece off right here. You can use a trim tool or a small screwdriver. Just try to get behind here. Try to slide that out, just like that. There's a little clip right there. Now we're going to take this trim panel off. Just use a trim tool. If you can get underneath right here, if you have a pretty thin one, try to pry that up a little bit. Just like that, and get underneath. And flip this over. There's some clips that held it down. Disconnect the connector right here. Just push down on the tab. If you need to, you can use a pick or a screwdriver. And slide that connector off. Now we're going to go to here. Now take this panel off. Just use another trim tool underneath. Just pry up. Go. Some clips that hold that on. Now we're going to take these screws out right here, and also right here. Use a 10mm socket. Now I'm going to use a trim tool and go around the perimeter and just pop the door panel off. There's all these push pins. And it just slides up, just like that. So we're going to pull out this vapor barrier. You can just take a razor blade or a knife and just cut some of the adhesive just to make it come off a little easier. Just pull it around the handle. If it rips a little bit, that's okay. That's on there. Let me take these off. I'm going to take these two brackets off. You don't necessarily have to do this. You could just fold it up, but it's going to make it easier to take the whole vapor barrier off. Just use the same 10mm socket. There's a connector right here. You can use a screwdriver or something to push down on the tabs to release this. Just like that. And disconnect the connector. Just push down on the tab, slide it off. Now take this panel off. Just use a trim tool or a screwdriver, pop these pins out. And get a trim tool and just go underneath here. There is double-sided tape on this. This may be pretty tricky to pop off. There's the double-sided tape, so you may have to peel that off. It might be a little bit tricky. Take these 3 nuts off, use a 10mm socket. Just use a magnet if you have to. And when you get to the last one, just hold the mirror just in case so it doesn't fall. And just grab the mirror assembly and just slide it out. There is a seal on here. And slide the wire up. The new mirror has the seal on it, so slide the wiring harness down through. You want to make sure from the inside you can grab the wiring harness. Might have to move it around a little bit. And there, I got the harness. And slide the mirror in position. There we go. And take the nuts, get those started. Once you get one nut on pretty good, you can let go of the mirror. Get the other nuts started. And we'll snug these down. Those are good. Connect the connector. Lock it down. And reposition the connector right there. Now we're going to reinstall this panel. If you have some double-sided tape and it's not going to stick, you want to peel this off, put some new double-sided tape on that. This one's going to be okay. Just slide it in position. And take these push pins. Reinstall the push pins. Now reinstall the vapor barrier, slide the wiring harness through there, and slide this over the handle. And just try to get it to line up kind of how it was when you took it apart. Definitely get these holes to line up because we're going to put those brackets on. And if you need some new butyl tape, put some tape down so that it sticks a little better. but this is sticking pretty good. Now this is going to go right here. And get those screws started. And tighten them down. And take the door panel. Make sure you slide the wiring harness through. Then we're going to get the top part of the door panel on first. Try to slide down. Make sure the handle goes in the right position. There we go. If the handle's not in the right spot, it's not all the way down. That looks good. And then just give it a tap. And take the screws, get those started. Right there and right there. And this one's going to go right here. Snug those down. Take this piece. It's going to slide in position right here. Take the switch plate, line up the connector, lock it down, and line it up, and lock it in place. I'm going to take this piece, just slide it in position. You just want to get it to lock in. Might need a screwdriver. There you go, that's good.